We're Arkwright Solutions, and we're lending a hand to the warriors of Kruger.
We'll be fighting at your side, Ubby.
So you're proposing a temporary alliance, eh?
That's right. We're not here to decide who's right or wrong, but we're taking a side regardless.
Well, this took a turn for the worse. And of all people you could have brought along.
Hello, nice to see you boys again. It's been what, a couple weeks now?
Then he brought it under his feet by subjecting my allies, my foes, and even me to an all-consuming fear. In the face of that fear, everyone is equal, no matter where you're born, who you are, or what you've done. And that's when I realized something. The terror that man brings to the world is the ultimate equalizer.
Yeah, you're just a fucking psychopath. Ha, I told you what I would do.
Sorry.
So long! Stun caliber my fucking
That's not
ass!
how life works.
You just cut her in half, Van! This isn't a fucking stun caliber! Anyway.
At long last, I'm bidding farewell to this wretched world. So, why do I feel so sad? Boss, if only I could be by your side one last...
Oh, don't give me your pathetic bullshit. Don't feel bad for her, come on! Through Daybreak, where we just killed Viola. Congratulations. We actually killed a villain in this series. Anyway. What do you mean discreetly transferred? Leave her corpse to rot. She doesn't deserve any proper burials. Jeez. Ultimate chaos. I don't know how I really went full chaos for two other things, but whatever. Are you delivering a bomb, sir? Mafia's got more stuff.
I knew it. This lines up perfectly with my own research into the company's cash flow, which means it's time to spring my plan into action.
I really hate it when the series does this, when they're like woman or voice, when they show the character. I clearly know who the fuck it is. Do not play dumb with me. They are not being very mysterious. Like, hot damn, bro. You pissed me off. And I guess Van can't sleep because he murdered somebody. But it wasn't really murder.
This is point D. Men, ready yourselves to infiltrate the labyrinth. Do you remember your orders?
Sir, yes, sir. Once we enter the city, fan out and put a stop to whatever is happening here.
Good answer. Beta Squad, move out.
These are the guys we dealt with in Cold Steel 4.
What's happening? I can't move.
Hey there, party crashers.
Who are you? A knight?
I get that you want to come join in the fun, but I don't remember inviting you. But since you're all here and look skilled, try to show me a good time, okay?
Well, they're dead. That felt like... Yeah, it's the same feeling I got when that murderous maniac showed up. What's up, Renee?
We have a problem. I just received word that our Hercules Beta company acted against our orders. They sent a squad to infiltrate the city from the outside.
Now, hold on a damn second. I thought your supervisors knew what was going on here. We aren't allowed any reinforcements from the outside, and if someone breaks that rule... I know. That's precisely why we attempted to keep word of the game from spreading outside our department. However, as I've told you once before, the Cid is not as unified as I would like. A department close to the army grew suspicious of what was happening in Aracion, and sent them in of their own volition.
An idiotic move on their part, and we may all pay the price.
Hopefully not. They didn't know about the rules, so maybe this should just be written off as a foul play. But since we don't know for sure, you gotta get them out of here ASAP! Who knows how those maniacs are gonna react? We already tried to contact them, but they've cut off their comms. You aren't the first group I've notified, but I thought you should know.
Rise and shine, everyone! It's me, Melchior. I hope you all had a good night's rest. I myself couldn't sleep a wink. The anticipation for today's big event has me bouncing off the walls. But anyhow, I'm afraid this isn't a social call. I have another reason for calling so early in the morning. Our warning system activated a few moments ago. I believe a number of you already know what exactly transpired. But for those who don't, allow me to break the bad news. A special unit connected to the government foolishly attempted to infiltrate Aracion. I'm afraid this is a clear violation of our rules, and you all know what that means. Say hello to Adios for me, everyone.
No. The bomb's going to go off? Fooled you. Don't worry, we aren't going to blow you up just because some dim-witted bigwig decided to meddle in affairs they don't understand. That would be woefully unfair. To us, the hard-working designers who poured their hearts and souls into making this game just for you. The observation system assigned a small penalty, but nothing more. Fortunately for all of you, you should count yourselves lucky. These poor, pathetic soldiers have finally breathed their last, so all is well with the world. Damn it! What an utterly avoidable tragedy. I will delay the next round's start time to noon so you can all sleep in. I prefer you to come into the game bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. In the meantime, I bid you good night and sweet dreams, because a nightmare of bloody death and murder awaits you in the afternoon. The second round will be starting as soon if it hadn't been postponed. I'm gonna use this extra time to look around the north and east districts. What about you guys? I'd like to accompany you if possible. I wouldn't be surprised if there were requests for us too. Normally I'd use the extra time to catch 40 winks, but the whole thing from last night got me all antsy. I don't blame you. Maybe getting out and about will help you shake off that nervous energy. That's a solid suggestion. I think that would do us all some good, in fact. Well, I don't know about all. I heard the old man require more sleep, so I say we make Van take a nap. Why am I getting singled out here? Master's older than me.
I'll have you know I'm quite spry for my age.
All joking aside, we should visit the main facilities in the North and East districts and check the bulletin boards for... Another damn call. When we become so popular all of a sudden? We need to talk. Are you free right now? This about that Hercules unit? Because we already... Nah, it's something else. The Sid's already touched base with us about that. Sounds like they've already recovered the bodies. Wish we could have saved them. Yeah. I'm sorry if it isn't the best time, but do you mind if we talk in person? It's important. Sure thing. We ain't competing anymore, so I'm down to have a chat. Thanks. We'll be waiting here at the guild. Any time before the start of the second round is good with us. See you soon. I wonder what they want to talk about. Good question. They sounded quite serious. I can't say I'm not curious, but it sounds like they just want to talk with Van. I'm sure they wouldn't mind y'all listening in. We'll all swing by together and see what's up. And while we're out, I suggest we do whatever is needed to prepare for the second round. Oh boy. Well, that means a whole new set of rounds is ready to go. But, for that, let's just go do that side quest immediately. Fuck it.
Let's see what we've got.
Someone sent me a threatening letter. Looks like we got some 4 SPGs. Guess so. We got some free time today, so let's see if we can knock them off.
And who knows? We may find some useful information while we do.
True, but don't forget that Almana's game is our first priority. Right, makes sense. What now? For crying out loud, can these people not do anything for themselves? Always an interruption somewhere. Isn't Nellie the name of the waitress at her... That's right.
Wonder what's going on with her.
We're gonna go get her side quest done immediately, because I think it's the only side quest done in this entire chapter. How may I help you all? Oh yeah, you're the group that came here yesterday. You want me to whip up a meal for you? That's okay, thank you though. We're actually here about your request. Huh?
You're Nellie, right? We saw your 4 SPG on the bulletin board.
Wait, you're that famous Spriggan? Wow!
We left the inn to check the bulletin board and now we're right back where we started. That's kind of funny.
Can I go ahead and talk about that threat letter I received then?
Sure. What's it say?
Perhaps we should discuss this in our room. I have a feeling this could take a while.
Alright, have you got that letter on hand?
Yeah, right here. Filthy Paris. Oh my. Oh gosh. Oh damn. How could anyone write something so horrible?
Invoking our goddess's name in this way is nothing short of impity.
The person who wrote this is obviously anti-immigrant.
This is one of the most pathetic pieces of shit I've ever read. Guessing you don't see a lot of this stuff, given that Hayway's got such a stranglehold over in Longport. Rossион's a different story, though. Anti-immigrant animosity is more likely to seep through here. Some people in this city are determined to carry the acquitted beliefs of the old nobility to the grave. It's almost like their life's calling is to harass people like Nellie.
You weren't wrong there. Most of the people here are kind, but there's a handful of rotten apples to be sure. This isn't the first time I've faced discrimination in this city. I can count the number of times this kind of thing has happened on 2 hands. Then why are you still living here? Because I love Rossion. It's every artist's dream to live here. We all call it the city of art and tradition. I've wanted to be here ever since I was a little girl. I worked day and night for so long to get where I am, and now I finally earned the right to attend the music academy here. I can't just throw it all away now. I understand that feeling.
Okay, so the music academy and the opera house connection tracks. Is there something that sparked all this? Like an event of some kind?
Yes, actually. We're borrowing the opera house for a concert recital. It's still a little ways away, but I'm totally stoked for it. And that's in part because I got the lead role. Congratulations! So the threat letter is calling on you to give up the leading role. They'll probably resort to violence if you don't comply. That's what I feared.
The Opera House has been around for over 100 years. And all that time, I don't think there's ever been an immigrant who's been at the center of the stage. I could definitely see that ruffling more than a few feathers in the anti-immigrant crowd. I'm sure they'll stoop to some serious lows to get you out of the spotlight.
That's terrible. If you don't mind me asking, why didn't you take this to the police or the guild? I wanted to be discreet about all this. If word gets out, the entire recital could be cancelled. It's been a labor of love from everyone involved, and my classmates have been giving it their all during practice. I don't want their efforts to go to waste.
This is just like the film festival, from the threat letter to the calling upon of a dubious Spriggan to save the day.
I should just give up the read role, shouldn't I?
What? Heck no!
You worked your butt off and studied like crazy to get this far. That role is rightfully yours, so don't go giving it up. But I don't think I have any other choice.
You don't want to fight this? Then why'd you send out a request?
I guess I just wanted to hear an expert's opinion before I came to a decision. Now that I know I'm in real danger, I'd rather just let this one go.
Well, you're the client. If you want to call it here, then we'll be on our way. But are you sure this is how you want things to end? If you let this guy go, they'll be back for more. So long as you have the will to take to the skies, they'll do everything they can to chain you down. Things will only escalate from here if you don't take a stand. But they won't stop until you've packed your bags and left. You still haven't given me the details you request. Tell me what you really want. I'm all ears.
I want to be part of the recital. I don't want to give up here.
Got it. Then you can leave everything to us, because Arkwright Solutions is on the case.
But...
No buts. We're gonna help you out, and that's final. Whoever's behind this will think twice about hurting you once we're through with them.
I suppose I can't change your minds, then. That's right. Once we're committed to helping someone, we always see it through.
Don't you worry, young lady. We'll catch this foul criminal.
I suggest we start by gathering a list of suspects. Is there anyone you can think of who has sent that letter to you? No, not off the top of my head.
I know doubting people you know ain't fun, but we need someplace to start. Can you think of anyone who might want to snipe the leading role if you gave up?
I suppose one person comes to mind. Her name's Amelia.
Or...
No, yeah, that's not Amelia. That's Amo. That would be Amoe. Yeah. How funny. She's another student at the academy, and she's hyper competitive. We were both the top picks for the lead spot. So if you were to step down, she would assume the leading role. That certainly qualifies as a motive. What kind of person is she? Do you know what she thinks about immigrants? I know she's a descendant of the old Aracian nobility, and, I don't think she likes me very much. I never heard her say anything discriminatory about immigrants, but I can't exactly read her mind.
She definitely sounds suspicious to me. Yeah, I agree. We'll start by talking with her.
Oh, but I don't know for sure if it's Amelie.
I know. We're not gonna lay any accusations. We just want to chat with her. Any idea where she'd be around this time?
I think she's at the boutique in the department store over by the East District. She wanted to pick out a dress to wear to the recital. I overheard her saying that in our last rehearsal. So we need to go to the Quincy department store. Let's depart then.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Shut up.
Very
I didn't
well.
ask you, bro.
Got it.
Here goes. But just a quick break, that's all.
Whoa! Ah, man, I gotta be careful. The department store. What? Hold the fuck. Wait, whoa. I thought I only had one mission. Am I being lied to? I am being lied to. There are missions in other areas. I'm a fool. There is not just one mission. Well then. Is this the one? I have no idea.
That doesn't look like there would be a store over there. More of a board over there instead. Okay, the store is over there, but there's also a main mission in the way. Oh well.
So this is the famous Quincy department store. I feel like I've heard that name before.
That's hardly surprising. The Quincy Bell brand is known throughout the world. They are most commonly known as the Quincy Company, and this just happens to be their main headquarters.
Oh yeah, I've had their chocolate before.
Yes, I recall giving you some back in Basel. You must be hyped to be here. Quincy's stuff ain't half bad, I'll admit, but everything in their lineup is too damn expensive. Costs way more than it's worth. True enough, but you can't deny it makes for a great gift.
Your car will be here in a moment, sir.
Why was Van about to lose his shit? You
What's
know
my
that?
schedule for today?
Wait. Is that Elaine's father?
Our first stop will be at Etoise's offices.
Who's that? He looks like an important person. His name's Edmond Alclair. Edmond Alclair. He's the CEO of the Quincy Company and head of the Arasion's most well-known family. What? Alclair? Wait, isn't that...
Is something the matter, sir?
Must be my imagination.
Nothing. Let's be off.
He's selling the drugs, isn't he?
So that was Elaine's dad?
Wait, so she's the daughter of the Quincy Company president? Sure sounds that way. I do remember seeing that in the papers at some point. It's not like it's a secret or anything, though Elaine and her dad never acknowledge it publicly.
I see. Are you acquainted with him by any chance?
Not really. Might have met him a long time ago, but I can't say I remember doing it. Anyway, let's check out what they got in the stock here. We should also drop by the equipment stores too. Agreed. This is a good opportunity to stock up. I'll stock up later. Right now, we're here for purely the side quest.
She's a platinum blonde too? Really, take off that I and put another E down. You got Amelie right there.
Well, Amelie was a platinum blonde at one point, but Monarch is full platinum blonde. You know, her VTuber? Hey, you're Amelie, right?
Yes, and who are you exactly?
We're reporters. Local paper wants to do a piece on the upcoming recital at the Opera House. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, alright. I suppose that makes sense. Our school's annual recitals always attract a lot of attention. So that's the story he's going with this time. The fact that I'm getting used to this is a little frightening. I'd be happy to oblige. Ask me whatever you'd like.
Well, let's get right into it then. Could you tell us about the preparations for the recital? How've they been going?
Quite well, as a matter of fact. This year's performance is shaping up to be even better than the last.
Nice to hear. Oh yeah, someone told me this year's leading lady is a Central Eastern girl. That true?
Yeah, that's correct. Her name is Nellie. Are you two acquainted?
Of course, we both attend the same music academy after all. However, I wouldn't exactly call us the closest of friends, or friends at all, really. Why's that? Some kind of bad blood between you two?
Oh, not at all. It's nothing like that. Though I do find her rather irritating, to be perfectly honest. In fact, just looking at her gets my blood boiling. Sounds pretty suspect. Think she's our culprit?
Not necessarily. Let's not jump the gun.
You weren't the first person who said she's aggravating. It sounds like she may have a difficult personality. Perhaps this recital would be better off without her.
What? No, I don't agree with that at all.
You don't?
I'm surprised to hear that. We heard you would serve as her replacement should she step away. Are you saying you don't have any interest in being the lead?
Of course I do.
But the fact of the matter is, the school cast her in the lead role over me. I have no reason to object to their decision. As much as it pains me to admit, Nellie is one step ahead of me. At the moment, anyway. If she were not able to perform, the entire recital would be in shambles.
Sounds like you think pretty highly of this girl. Thought you said you didn't like her.
I don't, not one bit. Nellie is blessed with all these wonderful talents. And yet, she withdraws into her own shell time and time again, just because she's an immigrant. The other performers and I had no idea how to interact with her for a while. However, we were all struck by her determination, diligence, and time. Everyone at the Academy holds her in the highest regard. But she's still so self-loathing. That girl frustrates me to no end. Why can't she just be more confident in herself? Huh.
She really cares about her.
This chick's only pretending to hate on her client. What a waste of time.
Now, don't be like that.
You said everyone at the Academy respects her, yes? Does that include all the people in the recital as well? That's right. Everyone believes that we'll be able to pull off a tremendous performance with her at the center.
Sounds like she's pretty special. I've got another question. Know anyone outside the recital who knows she's the lead performer?
That's an odd thing to ask.
Well, it's not as though we've been keeping it a secret.
Although we haven't officially announced the program or the performers yet, so while I'm not surprised reporters such as yourselves are in the know, I don't think many are aware that Nellie is the lead. Actually, there is one person who knows. A man running a survey asked me some questions about the recital not too long ago.
Can you tell us more about him?
Certainly. He was running a survey in the North District Marketplace. As I recall, it was about racial harmony and immigrants living in Arasion. During the survey, he asked me if I had any detailed anecdotes regarding the theme. He seemed to be supportive of immigrants, so I told him about Nellie and the recital. I'm afraid I can't think of anyone else who might know about her, though.
That's alright. You've been a huge help, so thanks.
Anytime. Best of luck with writing your article. Good day. Well, we did learn a lot at least. Unfortunately, we lost our only lead in the process.
Before we start worrying about that, let's report back to Nellie.
I should just teleport there. I don't know what the hell I would have to do in the North District. Back to the inn.
Let's be on our way.
So, did you talk with Amelie?
Yeah, we did. Let's move this conversation back to our room.
Van relayed what they heard from Amelie.
Yeah.
Amelie really said all that?
Sure did. It's doubtful that she penned that letter.
You look relieved. I am. I totally had the wrong idea about her this whole time. So she really thinks of me as a rival.
Well, we got that sorted out. But that means the number of suspects has dropped down to 0.
If Amelie didn't write it, then who in the world did?
We're back to square one, it seems.
Actually, we might be one step closer to the truth. I'm thinking our perp was setting her up to take the blame.
What? You think they were trying to frame her?
What do you mean?
Look at it from this perspective. Amelie is the most to gain if you dropped out. She's a type to be easily misunderstood. And like you said before, she's a descendant of the old Arasion nobility. Anyone would think she's suspicious with the capital S. It's a plausible theory, especially if our perpetrator holds anti-immigrant views. After all, she herself is an ally of immigrants. She's an ideal target for them.
I can see that.
And if you start pointing fingers and playing the blame game, that's all the better for them. They must be thinking they're so clever. Can't wait to bust their heads.
Do we have any idea who they are?
I got a hunch. We should look into whoever's behind that survey. That thing stinks to high heaven.
You think so? I thought Amelie said the person giving the surveys was pro-immigrant.
Yeah, I doubt that. While it's true that the number of people with pro-immigrant beliefs are on the rise, in Arasion, those voices were drowned out by the choir of anti-immigrant sentiment. So the results of the survey got posted? What do you think it'd look like?
Well, I'd probably skew in favor of the people who hold those anti-immigrant beliefs.
Bingo. If you were conducting the survey in good faith, doing it here would fly in the face of common sense. And that's exactly why I think the whole thing is bogus.
Do you think the person doing the survey could be connected to the anti-immigrant movement?
That's exactly what I think. Might be connected to a hate group or a racist asshole in a position of power. So their goals this whole time was to root out people who support immigrants.
How dare they do something so vile? We can't let them get away with this.
And we won't. We'll make sure they get what's coming to them. And we don't have to be picky about how we go about it either. Personally, though, I want to do something that'll really rile them up. And I know just how to do that.
Looks like I'm doing this the long way. I was going to kind of maybe cut it and continue in another video, but fuck it. Turn off my timer though. There's some kind of gathering over there. I wonder what it is. 2 students from the Music Academy are performing, and one of them is Central Eastern.
So, here's the plan. We're gonna use decoys to lure them out. We'll need you and Amelie to perform on the street.
Wait, you're using me as a decoy? So that's what you meant by something that'll really rile them up. I imagine that'll be effective in drawing them out. However, I don't know how we'll tell them apart.
Also, can't corner them without any proof. I know, and that's where the third decoy comes in. I'm thinking our purpose using the survey to find people who are pro-immigration. We might even have a running list of targets. So if someone was cheering Nellie on, they might make contact so they can add another name to the list.
Right. They would consider them our traitorous countrymen. It's a sound plan. Who's going to be the third decoy?
I want to bag this asshole myself, so I'm out. I think the best person for this job would be... Yes, you up for this?
Me? Not that I'm opposed, but why her?
Because she fulfills all the requirements. Plus she seems timid at first glance, so they likely think she'd be easy to deal with. She's the perfect decoy.
I'm not sure I love that assessment, but alright. I'll play the part.
Okay, so that takes care of that. Have you figured out how we're gonna catch this asshole? Yeah, we're gonna need Agnes too. Get a handwriting sample from him. Then we could compare that to the threat letter. Very clever. Let's record the conversation just to be safe.
Understood. I'll do my best.
That's settled. You okay with this plan?
Absolutely. I'm just glad Amelie agreed so readily. She was rather indignant when we explained the situation. She might come off as having a chip on her shoulder, but she has a strong sense of justice. I can respect that. People are starting to gather. The culprit may already be present. Keep your eyes peeled. Isn't she an immigrant? She's got some nerve. Who cares about that? She's got a lovely singing voice. I can't believe I get to hear such a beautiful voice and music on the street. So that damn immigrant didn't heed my warning. Well, at least I've been able to make good use of this opportunity. That guy has been approaching a lot of people, and he has a survey in his hand. He must be the one. I need to get close without raising a suspicion. That was incredible! You're both amazing singers. I wish I was half as talented as you.
Hello, young lady. Might I have a moment of your time?
Sure. Is something the matter?
Not at all. I was just curious about your thoughts on that performance. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, very much so. I thought it was splendid.
Wonderful. I agree wholeheartedly. Did you know that one of the performers is from the Central East?
Yes, I noticed. They were great, weren't they?
So I was right.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, think nothing of it. My name is...
Ugh. Oh, God, I hate seeing Jacob. I hate that name.
My name is Jacob, by the way. I'm currently running a survey. It's about a racial harmony. Would you mind filling it out? I might not have much power myself, but I want to do everything I can to achieve racial harmony here in Calvert.
That's an admirable goal. Very well, I'll be more than happy to help. There's nothing particularly suspect about the questions themselves. They're asking for way too much personal information. A legitimate survey would never ask for my full name, employer, and address, much less the names of my family members. I'll just jot down what Van told me to write. Okay, all done.
Thank you for your time. I'll be taking my leave now.
Oh, one more thing.
Hmm?
I just wanted to say I very much enjoyed my conversation with you today. If it's okay, would you mind writing down your number for me?
You want my contact information? Whatever for?
Well, you see, I'm interested in the pro-immigration movement, so I'd like to stay in touch if possible.
Of course. In that case, I'd be all too happy to oblige. One moment. Here you are.
I'll take that.
What? Who in the blazes are you?
Just some guy who's onto your bullshit. You need permission from the city to run this kind of survey. Did you think you could skip that step? Your silence speaks volumes. Here, let's move this conversation elsewhere. And no, you don't have a choice.
You know, I kind of hate how many weird fucking... There are a lot of weird people who want to do weird things to Agnes in this game. Like, way too many people. But, well, I mean, it's not just Agnes, it's plenty of other characters, too. Still.
Nicely done, Agnes.
Thank you. I'm surprised they pulled it off, to be honest.
You two knew each other? You were playing me from the start. How dare you lie to me, you damn brat!
If this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. Van ripped Jacob's glasses and beard off. After all, you're not Jacob. You're Jacobin, or Jacobin, the anti-immigration activist.
What?
Don't play dumb with me. We saw you giving speeches earlier. Time to fess up.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it then, yes. I'm Jacobin, but what of it?
Oh, so that's how you're gonna play this.
I'll admit I didn't get permission to hold this survey, but really, who cares about a trivial little rule like that?
Jacobin, I apologize for deceiving you. However, what you're doing is both wrong and criminal.
That's quite the accusation, and I doubt you can back it up. After all, I did receive permission to give my speeches.
That isn't what I'm referring to, although I don't approve of those either. You've been harassing innocent immigrants, sent a threat letter to Nellie, and tried to pin it on Amelie. Those are all crimes.
I haven't the foggiest what you're referring to.
Back to playing dumb, are we? Well, let me enlighten you. Here's a threat letter in question.
So you have no proof that I wrote it?
You're about to eat your own words. We got this sheet of paper with all your contact info, which you penned yourself, dumbass. Oh, what a coinky-dink. The handwriting's a perfect match. The cops wouldn't even need to run this through the lab. The jig is up, buddy.
Unfortunately for you, it isn't. The cops can't touch me even if they wanted to. I have powerful friends in powerful places, including the very man who sits atop the Orbital automobile industry himself.
Wait, does he mean...
The police are in his pocket. In fact, he can arrange for them to erase this event from the...
You're the idiot to end all idiots. Did you seriously think we were gonna turn you over to the cops? Hell no. You're lucky I don't send your ass to Hayaway. You are so fucking lucky I don't send your ass to Hayaway. You know what? You know what? You're going to Hayaway. I'm sending you into the loving arms of Hayaway.
What?
They're the most powerful force of immigrants in all the Republic. I'm sure they'd all be too happy to get their hands on you. Nice knowing you. May Adios have mercy on your soul and all that. Alright, we're done here. We'll just make a quick call and then we'll send you on your way.
You won't catch me alive!
You just don't know when to quit, do you? And where do you think you're going,
What?
Give it up.
We got the evidence, you moron. Running away isn't gonna save your ass.
Who in the hell are you?
That's not really important. All you need to know is we're Arkwright Solutions. We ain't on the side of justice, but for the right price, we're more than happy to bring down evil-doing bastards like you.
So you're fixers? Just my luck.
Nice. That bastard's dead.
Does this mean I'm safe?
Yeah, you can go into your concert worry-free.
We foiled the perpetrator's plans before they went into motion. He hadn't even secured the manpower he needed to force you out.
What a relief. Thank you so much, everyone. It was our pleasure. We wish you both the best of luck with your recital. I'm sure you'll blow everyone's socks off.
I would also like to extend my gratitude. Had you not stepped in, this insidious plot might have never been unraveled. Although I might have been of some assistance earlier, had a certain someone kept me in the loop. Sorry.
You gotta put a little more faith in your gal pals.
I am most certainly not a gal pal.
I simply did not want a worthy adversary to walk out on me, especially not before I had the chance to even the score.
Thanks, Amelie. You're such a good friend. I told you, I am not... Oh yeah, I still need to get an outfit for the recital. Want to go to the boutique with me?
Well, I suppose I wouldn't mind.
Kids, am I right?
You do realize that's a phrase only elderly people use, yes?
Can it?
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Love to see it.
'Cause every night